Bro Sanchez, just one who's out there in the fight to teach. Bro Sanchez, you got the story right, and now I see, yeah. Bro Sanchez.
Sánchez cocinando.
Peace and love. Welcome back, every last one of you. Welcome back. Y'all know what we here today. We here today to have some fun, some good video reviews, reactions. See what kind of roasting we may have to do today. So everybody know there's a situation with Steve Harvey and Umar Johnson, and it's surrounding Kamala Harris. People who might not know what's going on, let me fill you in real quick. Come here. See, a lot of our people don't want to blindly just give our vote to the Democrats. Umar, one of them. Umar pushing back against Kamala, you know, rightfully so. And you have a bunch of black celebrities that Umar feel have been paid off by the Democrats. And they have. And you got to think the three people that's coming out to Umar is D.L. Hewley, Ricky Smiley, and Steve Harvey. All three of those got some in common. They're fraternity brothers. Yeah, they are Q dogs. And the groups like that have their own little agendas for money for the group, not necessarily for our people. And it shows sometimes, like in cases like this. So let's go ahead and get into this whole thing real quick right now. You know what I'm saying?
I like Brother Umar, but he came back because he said Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley being paid $10,000 to promote Kamala Harris. I took offense to that because I don't do shit for $10,000. If you're not finna mess my money up, putting it out there that my rate is now $10,000, man, off that shit, Brother Umar. You know good hell well. I'm pulling for Kamala Harris because she is the better candidate of the two. Period. That's all I need to know.
Then you should be able to articulate why to convince. Think about it. If you're pushing for Kamala because she's the better candidate, you should be able to tell us what's best about her instead of shun people for not supporting her. Instead of making it like you ain't black if you don't vote for her. Instead of saying, why you questioning her? If she's the better candidate, tell us why. Articulate it instead of do other shunning tactics to make people vote for her. Otherwise, you capping. Let's go.
Harvey's response would ignite another reaction from Johnson, who would take to Instagram Live in order to challenge Harvey, Smiley, and Hughley to a public debate. Johnson's purpose is to prove the Democratic Party doesn't have black people's interests at heart. In addition to the comedians, Johnson would invite Roland Martin as well.
I want a television debate with Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, Ricky Smiley versus Dr. Umar Ifatunde. Is the
Infatunde shit, it just, okay, we're just gonna say fuck it.
Democratic Party the party of African people? Roland Martin can join into.
Umar's not a good person for this kind of stuff. He's convinced all black people are Africans, which is dumb. It's a religion. And he just comes off as a, damn, Umar, clean yourself up, brother, damn. Like, god damn, nigga. Get a sweat rag, you know, get your beard shaved and shit, like. Wipe the spit off your lip, man. Just clean up, man, damn, nigga.
Somebody get Steve Harvey on the phone. Somebody get D.L. Hughley on the phone. Somebody get Ricky Smiley. Dr. Umar wants to come on y'all show and debate you 3-on-1. And if y'all need Roland to help you out, Roland can come too. We can make it 4-on-1. Steve Harvey said that the Omega Psi Phi brothers run the radio. In all respect to my Omega Psi Phi brothers, the late great Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad.
Man, if you don't get out of here trying to suck off these Greek ladder fraternity niggas when they be spitting eggs in each other's mouth, I want to roast all y'all niggas. Umar and all these boule bootlickers too, like Steve Harvey. And we know Steve Harvey is the type nigga that keep a thing of chapstick in his suit coat pocket. Yeah, Steve Harvey the type nigga that's gonna reach in his suit coat and put that chapstick on very much occasionally throughout the day. And that's just don't really dig that kind of behavior neither.
Was a member of Omega Psi Phi, so I'm not going to reduce the Omegas down to 3 men. We're going to keep this about Steve, DL, and Ricky. Okay? I want a debate. D.L. Hughley, will you debate me on your radio? Steve Harvey, will you debate me on your radio? Ricky Smiley, will you debate me? I'll debate all of you separately or all 3 of you together. Since y'all run black radio and I run black consciousness, it's only right we have a...
Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have a tough one to get through here once again, all right? Not gonna be an easy one to get through with this reaction and review, okay? So, let me go ahead and just say this, man. Who the hell told Infatunde that he runs black consciousness? He's over there in his own little FDMG echo chamber, and in his little one-man little island, he's the king of the King Kong consciousness. He's the president of a school that don't exist. He's the runner of the black conscious community. He's Infatunde. Oh my God. Let's try to get through this shit, man. Damn niggas be looking real much so crazy on this shit. Let's go.
A clash of kings. Y'all called the kings of comedy, right? Let's call it the kings of comedy versus King Kong consciousness. I'm ready right now. Intellectual Ifatunde is ready right now.
Intellectual Infatunde is ready. That shit sound like some sort of like monster that the Power Rangers had to fight back in the day. You know, Intellectual Tunde strikes now with a power missile. Some shit like that, you know. Like these big drawn out titles don't look good. Keep that shit short and sweet. Like, oh my God, this is so cringe. Oh, this shit's cringe, man. Shout out to the chat room. Somebody out there in the chat room, if you have smoke, hit the link. I think somebody trying to get my attention with some smoke or something. Oh man, let me drop the link. I ain't really even said much for you to have smoke with me, but bring whatever. We all putting up the call lines. Let's try to get through this. This gonna be
right
man.
now. Intellectual Tunde.
Intellectual, intellectual, incredible, irresistible, ignoramus, idiotic, incredible, adventurous, Tunde
is ready right now.
Oh my fucking God. I'm ready yesterday.
Johnson would call
Tell him intellectual Tunde won't smoke. I can't even pronounce all that shit. With intellectual Tunde. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Let's get on with it.
Black vote ain't for sale. We bartering on business. Bring us some tangibles or get out of my face. Ricky Smiley, I love you. Crying on the radio for Kamala Harris, my brother? That's an all-time low. Don't do that again, Ricky Smiley. And cry for Kamala. Don't you do that, my brother. If you want to cry for Kamala Harris, do that in the privacy of your house. But if we're going to be honest, Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley, and I love you both, but if we're going to be honest, Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey, y'all only carried on because y'all got paid. Can we please be honest? Can we see? I want y'all to understand, overstand, and understand what King Kong is talking about. Kamala Harris and the Democratic plantation is paying you celebrities.
She got over $100 million to spend toward the campaign. Steve Harvey told you he don't do shit for $10,000. He didn't say he didn't get paid. He said he voted for her because she's the best candidate, but he can't tell you why. I think Steve Harvey offended that Umar said he sold out to the Demis for 10 racks. It was more than that, Umar. You know he got more money than that. And that's why Steve Harvey, man, like, nigga, did you just say I sold out for 10,000? Offended me, nigga. It was 10 million. Come on now. You know, Steve Harvey one of them kind of sellouts.
To shame black people into voting. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of that vote. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of the vote, but they being paid. Y'all being bought. They offer me $10K for an interview with Kamala.
I got to do a poll. Let me put the call link out. Let's do a poll. What up, Daryl? What's good, my nigga? Let's do a poll, man. I know what everybody gonna vote for. They gonna say, yeah, he getting paid.
He's lying for his teeth.
Yeah. Oh man, this is so crazy. Didn't Steve Harvey put the dress on? I don't know if he put the damn dress on.
Kamala Harris, I don't want your money, but we can definitely do the interview. King Kong consciousness ain't for sale. I'm one of the real ones. Silverback Garvey Gorilla. Don't come to me with no propositions for money. I don't live for no money. I'm not one of these goofy ass rappers whose whole life is nothing but what you can buy and own. You dealing with real African DNA. I'm not no Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey. You don't drop no check off and say get the Negroes to the plantation on November the 4th.
Well, Steve Harvey caught wind of what Dr.
Please. You can't hire Steve Harvey for $10,000 to do nothing. I don't know where you got that number from, but you...
Like, I'm a top-notch hoe. Like, I'm a top-notch hoe. You can quit saying that, you know, Steve Harvey is some cheap slut. Like, this ass for sale, but it's gonna cost you. Like, come on, don't insult me. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't say I ain't selling that I'm not for sale. I'm just saying you gonna have to pay a nigga, you know? That's what I'm getting out of this right here. But yeah, salutes to everybody on the call. This is so roastable. Let's go.
You can't offer Steve Harvey $10,000 to do nothing. You can go through the industry and ask about me.
And they'll tell you I give you the best head for 100 racks, cause Steve Harvey don't gloss these lips every 5 minutes for no reasons, buddy.
Omar.
You can go throughout the industry and ask about me, buddy. They gonna say, yeah, that. Hey, bro, I'm just saying, man. Steve Harvey, he's such a house nigga. You not gonna tell me that some old white man can't have his way with you, and I ain't even finna violate you and go sexual. I'm just saying, he's give me that boule bourgeoisie. Think about this. I'm gonna show y'all something. Watch this right. Watch this right. Watch this. Watch this. Let me show you something about Steve Harvey. This is what Steve Harvey went through. Just everybody watch this for a second. Steve Harvey is an Omega. This is what he went through. And remember, Steve Harvey is the type of house nigga that'll do whatever it take for him to get money and go to the top. That's why I said, your boy ain't really homosexual, he's money sexual. That mean was whatever if the price right, nigga. You know, to me, that's a lot of these niggas' mentality. Money justify anything that I will compromise on myself or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. You know he think like that because listen, how many of you guys that want success so bad, you know that if you join a fraternity or a sorority, that yes, you got a better chance of success. You got a brotherhood behind you, just like the Freemasons. But how many of you want it so bad that you will violate yourself? And what kind of organization that want a black man to demasculate, defeminize, belittle himself to be part of it? It should be trying to build him up, not make. Think about it. This is preparing you for the industries that Steve Harvey just spoke about. Because if they say put a dress on, nigga, you gonna put it on for the brotherhood. Because if you're an Omega and you turn down that deal because you didn't want to put the dress on, what y'all not realizing is that your frat brother's gonna be chastising you too. Because you gotta pay dues to the brotherhood and you drop the bag for us and you just one of the hoes on the street getting our bag paying into the brotherhood. And it ain't no such thing as what you won't do for money. When it come to you being part of these groups, they automatically break your mind and say, hey man, if you want success, you gotta do some strange things. So this is some of the strange things that they do on a small level to go ahead and prepare your young man for Hollywood and all that. Is psychological. Check it out. Now, think about it. Think about this. If you can make it through the rituals to get in this fraternity, guess what? They know you'll pretty much do anything, in Hollywood. You pass the test. You see what I'm saying, guys? That you may say, why they making them do that? It's deeper than y'all think, man. They want to know. You know what I'm saying? Now, think about this. There's a tribe in the Amazon that when you coming into manhood and you want to get initiated into manhood, you got to put on these ant gloves. And these ants, they said that the ant bite down there with this ant in the Amazon is the most painful ant bite in the world. These dudes put a glove on their hand and they take that pain. I don't know if y'all saw it. The reason I'm bringing it up is they got to do that to become a man, to prove themselves worthy to be saying that you part of the brotherhood and you part of you're among the men. But what black men do to prove ourselves, right, is stuff like what I'm showing you right here. Now the last man got to swallow it. That ain't even fair. Like, I can't spit it out. None of them had to swallow it. Why? The last man got to swallow it. Now, if you the man at the end, you know he really will do some things to get to the top. This just shows you, though, how bad do you want it? And it's, think about it. If they were saying, listen, let's do push-ups, let's do sit-ups, let's go running, let's go hunting, let's see which man raising his children the best, or you can't join our group. That ain't what they saying. You see, these fraternities is getting you ready to be a coon and a bootlicker and an agent against your people, promoting sexy red, promoting all the toxic shit. And this is the mindset you gotta have to be where Steve Harvey at. And they will stun on y'all like they got so much more than you and all that. But dude, kudos to you and your money. It's just some of us, we might not never be 100 millionaires because we're not willing to do everything it take to get to the top. So you're right. But they will say this separate the boys from the men. Yeah, the boys play around and do stuff like this and they get little toys from their white dad. The men, we gotta work hard to keep our dignity and maintain our integrity and manhood. Even if that mean I can't have the kind of money that a Ricky Smiley or a D.L. Hewley got. It ain't that they better than me, it's that they're willing to do some things I'm not willing to do. And that don't got nothing to do with that they outworking you or nothing. Like, yeah, I'm willing to work hard. No, you're willing to compromise who you are and what you stand on and stuff. So you got to remember, I'm giving y'all this to show you the mindset of the person we dealing with here with Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my, let me tell you something, man. And there ain't no hate here at all, because I like some of the work he does. I really do.
Yeah. He said
I don't do nothing for $10,000. Don't even insult the brand equity that I've built over these 30 years of television. I just don't.
Harvey would go on to point out that both him, Smiley, and D.L. Hughley are on the same page and a part of the same fraternity, the Qs.
Right, they all cute. All three of these niggas did this right here. Ricky Smiley did it. DL did it. DL down low. Excuse me. I forgot what the DL stand for, but shit, my bad.
I was thinking the same thing. As soon as you said DL, I said that nigga down low.
Down low, Hewley. But you know, I'm just saying, like, all of y'all had let another man spit in your mouth. And you got to think about the psychology of that. A man won't let his wife. I'm going to play this video. It's niggas that's married. They won't let their wife do this to them. See, once you did this, you just violated. Like, to me, it's you in the same category as, like, y'all kissed. Like, you can never say to yourself, I never kissed another man. Yes, you did. You may not want to call this a kiss, but I'm going to tell you right now, and this going to sound kind of homo, but I'm painting a picture. I'm just giving you some reality. I'd rather give a nigga a dry kiss lip to lip than do this him spitting in my mouth with this egg thing. I'm serious, and I know both of them is fucked up, but I'm just saying, if a nigga say, I ain't never kissed a man, bro, you did something worse. Y'all spit, you let him spit in your mouth.
That's grim.
Worse.
Yeah, if they
You
said
let a nigga regurgitate an egg in your mouth.
yeah, man. And the last dude that swallowed it, he got the egg, and everybody else spit with it.
Yeah.
Brother, it's so grim I can't even watch the video, brother. It's toxic.
How bad you want to be down with the club?
For man start lining up like that, I'm cutting out, bro.
And a nigga, guess what? One of these dudes will be rich as fuck, pulling up in Rolls Royces with ice on, and he'll stun on y'all like he's working harder than you when he's compromising harder than you. He's compromising his booty hole and his manhood harder than you. And that's what I ain't gonna let them do. You know what I'm saying? This is the cheat code to success. Because if you join the Masons or one of these brotherhoods, you got a better chance. This company based on nepotism, who you know, not what you know. That's why these young men is willing to go through this, because they know if I can get down with this group, I'm gonna be in the same fraternity as Steve Harvey. I'm gonna be in the same brotherhood as DL Hewley. I'm gonna be able to be at the same events as this celebrity. I'm part of the family now. Like, and this is your gateway into the industry, man. And they know if you went through this, that you will be more willing to compromise in other ways later on. They ain't got to go through all this wrestling with niggas and, you know, trying to force you or nothing, because the recruits in these industries have already been mentally primed and trained through these hazing rituals to be able to be buck broken easily with least resistance. In fact, they're gonna bend over for you. Look at this dude here, man. Like, no, look, that's Steve Harvey though, man. I'm telling you.
The turn.
It's horrible.
How? You know what I'm saying? Well, I got to know him.
That's Stephen A. Smith too.
I don't know nobody robbed liquor store.
Cause I think he's a Q dog.
No, I don't
LeBron James is a damn Q dog.
know him.
And we know he be wearing little dresses and skirts and shit.
But we are held accountable. But what we have to be careful for again, though, is because we are held to that criteria, we've got to do better by one another. We have got to stop this self-destruction of one another.
He talking about stop the self-destruction of one another. Then right after that, he starts stunning on Umar about how much money he got and how broke Umar is. What a fucking hypocrite. And this was what he was saying at Invest Fest with Earn Your Leisure and 19 Keys, a bunch of Puff Daddy platforms and sellouts right there too. The Earn Your Leisure, all them niggas. Yeah, this was at their event. You know, they get all of the toxic businessmen and shrewd businessmen in our community, the Boule Bootlickers, the Puff Daddies, the Steve Harvey. That's why I'm so glad EYL is going down. Their karma coming up to them. It was never about, think about it now. They got some shit called Invest Fest where they telling a bunch of broke people to buy courses and stuff to invest in themselves to make money. But we got billionaires and 100 millionaires and boule niggas up here that won't invest a dime or give their own people a chance or start no businesses or no studios to put niggas on. But they will have events to make you pay them more money to hear them talk about we gotta start doing each other right. How that's going, like they not really giving you no real knowledge on how to get money. You basically paying for a ticket to hear a speech from Steve Harvey and a few celebrities. And just, it's like a religion, man. It's so crazy, bro.
Ain't nobody on IG, Instagram, TikTok talking about each other the way we do.
And then he proceeds to dog out Umar Johnson right after this. What a hypocrite.
We have got to change the way we look out for one another.
Right, my nigga. Instead of talking shit about Umar that he ain't started the school yet, Steve Harvey, don't you know Steve Harvey is almost a billionaire? Why don't you help that black brother start the school if you really care about black kids? See what I'm saying about Steve Harvey? And he got all that money and it won't even take 2%, 1% of it, less than that, to help Umar out and open that school up. But he rather be over there joking with the brother, tearing him down, saying how broke he is, but this the same nigga talking like this. These folks are frauds, man.
We have got to be more in the build-up business than the tear-down business. We got white folks coming on podcasts talking about how we ought to act towards each other.
And this bootlicker always give a fuck what the white man care about us. Like, we need to clean up our act so we don't look like ignorant niggas in front of white zaddy. No, we need to clean up our act anyway, just because how we treat each other anyway. Steve Harvey the type of nigga that'll let his children act out all the time and won't say nothing, but if a white person around, he'll smack them in the fucking mouth. And he'll tell them when that white man leave, boy, don't you ever act that way in front of Mr. Johnny. What the fuck wrong with you?
And he gonna make sure that he gonna make sure that the white boys see him discipline his son too.
Yeah, that kind of nigga. And drop a one if y'all know old coons like Steve Harvey that's like that. And then they'll let their children go back to doing all that ratchet shit when the white man leave. But that child will know you better not act out in front of Mr. Johnny, boy, I'ma beat your ass. Come here. See what I'm saying? He not a good parent. He just a good nigga for white zaddy. That's it. It's a fake.
We don't need white folks checking
them kind of old niggas that's toxic for us.
us, telling us how to be towards each other. We know how to be towards one another. We just got to get in charge of it. We got to start checking one another. When you see these cats over here wasting your time on podcasts with all this negativity, why is it so many clicks and likes, man? Why don't we ever check people on that? Why don't we defend one another? What happened to being happy for people in love? What happened to cheering for families? What happened?
And I'm telling you, Steve Harvey the type parent, let's say his child got a black teacher and that child acting out in class, Steve Harvey gonna go up to the school mad trying to check the black teacher. But let's say that child is in a white teacher classroom. Steve Harvey gonna go up to that school and beat the fuck out of that boy in front of that teacher in that class. That's the kind of nigga he is. Tell me I'm lying, and I got him down packed. I'm telling you. He gonna ask that black teacher what my boy did though. Hold on, why did you do that? But that white teacher ain't no questions, boy. I'm gonna beat your ass when you get what he did, Becky. Tell her that's Steve Harvey, man.
And you're not finna mess my money up. Putting it out there that my rate is now $10,000. Man, go off that shit, brother Umar. You know good hell well. I'm pulling for Kamala Harris because she is the better candidate of the two. Period. That's all I need to know. To want this brother's business to win. What happened to hope that sister become president? What happened to that? I can't stand it, man, when I see black people coming up in here challenging Kamala Harris about this, that, and the other. Well, they're not challenging Donald Trump to shit. They let him go unchecked, however he...
And everybody know that's a lie. In fact, Donald Trump has been challenged way more than Kamala. Kamala didn't even show up for that thing. Y'all know what that thing called when they was trying to trip Trump up and shit, you know, with the sister and shit, when he was like, this is the most, you know, Trump was like, yeah, that shit. Kamala ain't went through nothing. If Kamala get in that seat, let me tell us men something real quick. See, to me, what's deeper than the black versus white thing with Kamala, it's the male versus female thing. Because, and I love women, and I'm gonna tell y'all, this ain't no shot to y'all. What I'm saying is, women want to be treated equally in a man's world. But Kamala ought to be telling folks, let me roll up my sleeves and get it on. Like, quit trying to baby me. Quit doing that to me because I'm a woman. Let me fight too. But see, she's using her woman status as a way to be like, picking on, and see, that ain't really good for this politics shit anyway. Like, that's one of the compromises of like a female president too. Did you earn that seat, or was it handed to you just because you're a woman? Did you earn it, or was it handed to you just because you black? So that's two things that they really trying to push. She's a black woman. And if you both of those, you really don't gotta earn the shit. It should just be handed to you if you're a black woman, right? I mean, come on, who gonna question a black? You gonna really ask her about her politics? You hating on a black woman. Nope. See what I'm saying? Like, that's two big barriers right there that's gonna be hard to get crossed before you can even begin to question her about her policies. You gotta go beyond the blackness and the gender first. And that's why this whole election ain't really been about politics. It's really a manifestation of everything wrong with America right now, for real, for real. Shit's crazy. Salutes to the panel. If anybody want to interject with us today, just unmute and let me know, and we'll pause it and welcome aboard. So, yeah.
What up, brother Sanchez?
What's good, man? Welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I agree. You know, this is a funny election right here because, you know what I'm saying, we got this beautiful black queen, as we want to say, who's coming in, and she's going to run that whole situation to the grave. And like you say, you know, what's the policies? You know, what's the real policies? We just trying to get over the black and what race and the fact that she's female. Like, they used to go hard on cats because they ain't even serving the army. They ain't serving the military. This chick, what does she serve? She serving the sorority? I don't know, you know.
I believe if Kamala win, it's gonna be more so that she was a woman, and not even more so that she trying to pass off black. They keep arguing this black thing, but black people like 50-50 on that. But ultimately, if she win, I think her gender is gonna be the main contributing factor, even though we all hooping and hollering about this black thing. Yeah, me personally. To me, this shit is more like on the same manosphere issue with the men, whereas women want to be in leadership positions, and women are ready for that. They saying, what's the ultimate leadership position? A woman, the ruler of the free world. A woman that's the president of the United States. That's so much girl power and strength for just the women element, just for like to say, men aren't the only leaders. See, you know, and that's just like, I just see all these aspects coming into this election, man. It's deeper than the presidency. It's just a lot of values in America culminating and being embodied by these two motherfuckers.
But you also forgetting the fact that
shout out Rick Stacks, yeah. And
the major push they also doing is the black and white gender, the black female and the white male. That's a major push. That's been the last push, you know, the push for the last 15, 20 years strong.
That is the most polarizing image in America. You know what I'm saying? And that is what we have right now in an election, which makes it a clown show and a circus. And this is why people think I'm a coon, right? I don't take elections serious unless it's two white men running. Now, I know that's some Uncle Ruckus shit to say, and that's some classic Sanchez shit to say, but if it ain't two white men running, it's a circus show. I don't take it serious. It's some clown shit. Now, I want to trigger niggas with that one, yeah. Because if it ain't two white men running, we gonna be focused on everything but politics.
Just like when Obama ran. Nigga, that was
When
the
the last-
only time I voted ever.
When the last
I
time
just
we voted for
turned 18,
policies?
man.
When's the last election we voted for policies?
I can't remember it.
And that's crazy, folks. And that's why we got to get back on what we really focus on right now. Well, we focus on the entertainment, or we really focus on saving this damn planet? Because this planet is beyond this country. It's this whole planet. It's a shit show.
That's why people ain't taking politics serious no more. I'm one of them. I gave up on it a long time ago.
And then you got Umar trying to jump in it. He should have jumped in it back 5-6 years ago when I told him to jump into politics, but no, he didn't want to. Now say he want to be in the politic race because he see that as hold on. He see that it's economically fit for him now. You know what I'm saying? But he's a clown with that, man. He should have been jumped on that when Hillary Clinton was running back in 2017, 2016. But
and make sure y'all sub up the Citizen, man, to stay up to date with all politics related stuff as well too, man. He'll keep you in the loop with this thing. Salutes to that brother. And yeah, man, like No, go ahead, bro. You got it.
Why is kept Umar is so high up in here that people don't really know how high he is, you know what I'm saying? Even though he's low ranking in his money, he's high up in this entertainment. Because when you look at Sanchez is probably doing better with the community and reaching out to the community on certain things. But when you look at Sanchez would be considered the underground rapper. You know what I'm saying? The underground rapper.
Umar,
you know
mainstream. You're right.
Mainstream rapper. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, when you're looking at mainstream people who we can go through, they looking at the Rolodex, they're going to go to Umar. They're going to test Umar. They're going to see if Umar going to bite on checks. And Umar,
you know what? I used to fucking love Umar when he used to go around and teach him. Man, when that nigga used to go teach about ADHD children and the school systems and shit, that nigga was my hero. Listen, let me tell you something right now. If Umar go back to that shit and quit with this Infatunde African Mama Oshun shit, he gonna be that nigga again. I'm just saying.
And that's what I'm saying. If he would just wake up and stop with the bullshit and go back and just try and clean up his act, he can run for president and actually give these people a problem. But he didn't pay attention to it. He didn't get the memo.
Should have never got off of that. Umar was going around selling out, man, arenas. That nigga was that nigga. So who the fuck ever told him to change that strategy? They was his worst enemy.
It was school, bro. Yeah. It was him introducing their school and then not getting finished. And then that's when everybody turned on him. Because besides that, niggas ain't had shit to say about Umar. You feel me? Like, I know he got me into the conscious community for sure. Like, that was my guy.
And I want to see him win though. And I'm gonna tell you something though. When it was that, what did it for me was the Lord Jamar interview. Cause Lord Jamar was saying like, what can I do to help? And I'm that nigga Lord Jamar offering you help. This nigga got pulled. You know what I'm saying? With the people and building for the community and shit. And Umar was pretty much like I don't need no help. Just send me the money. And when that interview went viral, folk, and Lord Jamar with that interview, because I had a show with Lord Jamar too. He a real one. I'm just saying, he fumbled a relationship, in my opinion, with that him and Lord Jamar fell out. And I ain't like Umar after that. Even though I was going against Lord Jamar with the hip hop shit, I'm gonna go against Umar of him and Lord Jamar beefing, because Lord Jamar in my opinion, was like, shit, everybody's saying you ain't finished the school, nigga. What I got to do to help? You know what I'm saying? I believe Umar should have humbled his damn self and then take that as a shot. Brothers want to help you and see you win, nigga. And to me, that's when I started getting a glimpse of Umar's ego and how, like, he just think, like, I'm the king and for 2 days. You can't. He burnt a lot of bridges, bro. And a young man can learn some about Umar's story for real and what to do and not to do, both ways.
Facts. He really took that Lord Jamal L as it was a major loss with him, yo. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I was around him at that time and he was showing me the interview, and it was, at first I was watching, I was like siding with Umar, but then when I watched it by myself for myself, I called Umar up and was like, yo, he's not trying to hurt you, yo. That's a true connect. I met the dude, AB. AB, his stepfather. I met AB. AB is a good man. And I'm just laughing at Umar to the end of this whole situation. I'm gonna laugh at Umar because I told him I met AB. I met Lord Jamal's stepfather, and he blessed me. And he told me to come in front of his school, and I can have that school and sell my icy in front of his school. He's a good man. He opened up the door every time he see me. That's why I'm like 3 times he blessed me like $50, $70. I'm telling Umar, yo, that's a connect you need. And he's, yo, the whole building became ghostly. I felt cold, like, damn, what did I say wrong? And that's when he was like, oh, I don't know if I can trust Don, because he's siding with the enemy. You ain't got no enemies. Niggas got love for you. Quiet Cup, DL and Steve Harvey got love for him too. They not going to debate him because they're going to embarrass him.
I'm going to tell you something though, man. Umar is a mainstream guy, like you said. But I believe he can get too mainstream and it can get to a point where it can hurt his brand. He's in a very intricate situation as having a connection to the grassroots people while being mainstream. And I think a lot of people don't know how to balance that. You can see when you in Umar's situation, you can never be more mainstream than you are grassroots. You can be mainstream while you got the grassroots, but you can never be more mainstream than grassroots. And when the scale tilt to more mainstream, the grassroots gonna let you know, and they might cancel you and turn on you and stuff. Umar ain't went to that point yet though. He's still balancing it, right? But yeah, he's still in an intricate spot.
So if these cats bite, then he's gonna win. That's what he want them to bite.
And I was saying that to make a point. A relationship or affiliation with Rick Smiley, Stephen Harvey, and DL Hewlett, it won't benefit Umar. You know why? Umar gets his money directly from the grassroots people donating. And none of these rich niggas like Steve Harvey, none of them with all their money gonna give him 1 penny toward that school, because that's the white zaddy's money that they sitting on, and they can't spend that money for black progression or nothing like that. So it really wouldn't benefit a nigga like Umar to have a bunch of like connections like boule bootlickers, unless he trying to just completely sell out. But salute the Citizen Man for joining too.
Yo, real quick before Citizen join. I'm sorry, bro. I mean,
go ahead, bro.
Realistically, Umar knows and if he's listening, he probably gonna strategize what the fuck I'm saying. But yo, he knows that there's a large population of the grassroots people that's really going against those the mainstream people. And since that whole Cat Williams shit, he knows that market is wide open. So he's not really trying to get. Trust me, I sat with him. He's not trying to get the elite bread right now. He wants the elite bread, but he's trying to get as much grassroots bread as he can to manipulate the situation. So if he can get that interview and that debate with them, do you know what I mean? More people will latch onto him, especially if Umar holds himself down with battling 4 or 3 guys at one time. He'll get some donations. Not the big money, but he'll get a whole maybe 10,000 more small people. And small donations count.
How long it take to get 2 mil though?
Like,
oh, wait. Umar, hold up, bro. Umar, I know Umar now already collected well over $2 million since this school scam. And I'm going to call it a scam until the school open. But guess what I said? The day Umar opened that school, I'm going to take all my videos down and apologize because it ain't like I don't want to see that nigga succeed. Now, if niggas keep their videos up and still be hating after that, then they was just haters. They wasn't really trying to motivate them to accomplish it or nothing. And that's why I don't talk about it that much or make a whole career out of it like some people pressuring about the school. I just say, when he opened that shit, I'm going to apologize and all that, and I'm going to say, but nigga, it did take you long enough, but congratulations. I'm one of them kind of niggas.
Shit, I'm gonna say the same thing. Like, nigga, I live in Wilmington. Like, I see the school physically. Like, I see it. Like, it's a yellow building, and it looked like it need to be worked on. You feel me? Like,
that's what I'm saying. What it look like right now, 2024.
That's what I'm saying. For real facts, I'll take a picture of that joint next time I ride past it, and next time we on here, I'm gonna show you, Sanchez. I'll show y'all.
That's what's up.
Facts.
Hell yeah, Rick.
I'm 10 minutes away from that joint.
10 minutes, man. Pull up. I'm gonna pull up. Yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up.
I'm at work now. I work in Maryland.
Right.
I work in Maryland.
Cause some dude got a video out. Cause Umar came out talking about like the school will be ready to open, almost ready with just this amount. And some dude, listen. Some dude went to the school and was like, "Does this look like it's anywhere near?" Yeah. But see, it's almost But see, go ahead. Yeah, you got it done. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I'm saying I'm going out there sometime this week. Yo, I think he's doing paint. He's doing a paint day, so I'm pulling up, and I'm gonna give y'all the real. Right now, actual quiz. So I'm going out there, folks. Check me out. I'm gonna go out there probably Thursday.
I feel like I gotta make a donation too.
Once I see some progress, then I make a donation. You feel me? Like,
yeah, you right.
Because I feel like he just be using that money to get on a flight and get hotels to do podcasts. Like,
shit. He's been accused of it. But I'm going to say this, man. Damn, that's crazy. He say see, that's what I'm saying. You never was supposed to. See, this why I don't think Umar really realized that he needed a business team. My thing is like when he was touring, talking about the school system, that was income. He should have kept doing that while building his own school. Hear me out now. He had the people behind him when he was going around exposing the Board of Education's autistic children, all this stuff. Ritlin, that nigga is deep. He's very smart when it comes to that. Check it out. People was really behind them on that because our children are in these schools every day. And if a person can stay consistent with that message while building a school of their own, he would have probably got triple amount of more support from the people, being that Umar collecting money for the school versus this new, I'm the king of consciousness, Philly hats on and Infatunde and all. If he would have just kept them suits on, going from around, like, bro, I thought that nigga worked for the Board of Education or something when I first saw him. I was like, who is this man? Like, now it's like, oh, that's Umar, man. You know, like, but he can redeem himself, man. That old Umar still. Cause
he's gonna have to show the right love, man, because his energy done went down. He owed too many people, you know what I'm saying? He disrespect too many people. So the only way he can redeem himself, I told everybody from the beginning, he have to humble himself and apologize. If he humble himself, apologize, square himself off, then he'd be back on top and he'd get mad passes from a lot of men, including me. But if he don't humble himself, he's gonna get paint day. And it's real simple. He's gonna get paint day. First day of school, open up, it's paint day. And so I don't understand. Just humble yourself so you can win. I told everybody back in 2020. I said 2020. I said he's not gonna be open the school until he deal with me. But y'all thought I was some freak dude. But yo, this is spiritual warfare. I'm only gonna open up I'm gonna say it again on your channel. I'm gonna allow him to get that school open. I'm gonna allow it. I'm allowed the spiritual ancestors to allow him to open that school if he apologizes. But if he don't apologize, I'm not going to let the spiritual ancestors open that school. I'm talking Umar talk.
Hey, let me chime in real quick, brothers. I got a couple of points to make, and I got to jump.
He studied psychology too.
Okay.
We good? Y'all can hear me?
Oh yeah, we can. Go ahead.
All right. Well, when it comes to Umar, yeah, he definitely fell off. But back when he was doing the school thing, like you said, bro, Sanchez, when he was working with parents, he even had a book out called The Black Parent Advocate, which to this day I still give him credit for it because it's an excellent book. It even helped me out, you know. When it comes to Kamala Harris and her policies, you know, I'm glad that you guys pointed out the fact that these shills are not, they're always deflecting away from the policy discussion, right? And that's because, in a sense, they're kind of right. You don't really have to ask about Kamala Harris's policies because for the last 4 years, since Joe Biden's been in office and she's been the vice president is the tiebreaker vote in the Senate for policies to be passed. So all these policies that we've been living under for the last 4 years that have destroyed our economy and put everybody in a shitty, fucked up position, whether you're rich or poor, those are the policies that Kamala Harris voted yes on and signed off on. So we don't have to talk about her policies because we're watching them. We've been watching them play out for the last 4 years. And well, if people want to go through another 4 years of that shit, have at it. I mean, if you hate Trump so much, you'd rather pay $6 a gallon for gas, have at it. But that's why they don't want to discuss her policies, because all the shit she's promising to do now that she wants to do when she's president, why the fuck didn't she do that for the last 4 years?
Yeah.
Hey, citizen man, you don't think the shit's gonna go how it goes regardless of which party or which person is in office?
No, because it wasn't going this way when Trump was in office until they cranked up the COVID bullshit in 2020. But prior to that, it was nothing like this. Things were actually in an upward trajectory.
Well, what up, bro, Sanchez? Hey, citizen man, you mind if I have like a back and forth with you, bro?
Yeah, let's do it, bro. I'm with it.
What do you think is the end goal of the United States as a whole? Like, where do you think they're trying to take us? Why do you think Trump is so separate from the government, whereas Kamala isn't?
That's because Trump is not a part of their club. Trump is an outsider. And even if he is a part of their club, he's bucking the system. Napoleon, during the Napoleonic Wars, when he was fighting on behalf of the Rothschilds, he was a superstar. They iced him out. They loved him. And then when he went against the Rothschilds, they locked him away by himself on St. Helena's Island to die by himself. You know what I'm saying? So when people rise up amongst the ranks of the elites and they challenge the system and dare to even afford the people an opportunity to resist their oppression, that person gets severely punished. And they've been trying to punish Trump since he got into office because the policies that he's been passing were not in league with what the elites wanted. Like, for example, all the peace deals he made around the world.
Before you go too deep, so you think everything that's happening is just by chance and like you seriously think, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, you know what I mean, and I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm just trying to get clarity on where you are. You really think Donald Trump can save America, essentially, basically? You know what I mean?
If you allow me to explain, just give me 30 seconds. I could break it down for you, like with what Trump did around the world, right? Back in the day, during like the time of Obama and Bush and Clinton, our military was being sent from country to country to tear shit up, remove the government, and install new governments. It wasn't until Saddam Hussein and Gaddafi happened that we realized that these world leaders that were being removed because they wanted to switch to a gold currency, a gold-backed currency, and not use the fiat dollar anymore. When Trump came into office, the part of the peace deals that he made was to allow these countries to switch to a gold-backed currency without any threat of the U.S. military coming in and destabilizing the country like previous presidents have done. Now, as a result of that, we see, and I've been covering this on my show a lot, the BRICS nations actually switching to a gold-backed currency ditching the U.S. dollar, and the U.S. dollar is no longer the world reserve currency. So he struck a big blow. So he struck a big blow at the elite's financial system just by using his power over the military to not sick the dogs on, you know what I'm saying, on these world leaders that were bucking the system and actually allowing them to do it. That's just one way that he, you know, is opposing their actual agenda. But when it comes to the U.S. government, it's fractured. There's one large portion of the government that is pushing the agenda, want to enslave us, bring in the New World Order police state, and there's another faction of the government that wants to remain a constitutional republic. And that's the side that Trump's on. That's the side that I'm on.
All right, now the constitutional republic. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yes,
are
sir.
you aware that there were rough drafts to the Constitution?
Yeah.
Right. Do you know of the Northwest Ordinance of 1787, which was written in July, and then the Constitution would drop that same year, I believe in November or September of 1787. Are you aware of the Northwest Ordinance?
I'm not aware of the Northwest Ordinance, but I am aware of a prior existing document before the Constitution was ratified in 1790.
Well, let me holler at you real quick. There's a document called the Northwest Ordinance of 1787. Article 3 of this document basically explains America and how it came to be. Halfway through the document, I got it pulled up. It says the utmost good faith shall always be observed toward the Indians. That's us, yes or no?
Absolutely.
We the Indians, right? It says the utmost good faith shall always be observed toward the Indians. Their lands and property shall never be taken from them without their consent. Keywords, without their consent. And in their properties, it says, and in their property, rights, and liberty, they shall never be invaded or disturbed unless in just and lawful wars authorized by Congress. But laws founded in justice and humanity shall from time to time be made from preventing wrongs and being done to them and for preserving peace. I bring that up because that basically said the government is here to steal your land with your consent, no matter what party, Democrat, Republican, Federalist, conservative, liberal, they are here to steal the land with your consent. No matter if it's Trump or Kamala. And they said wars will be deemed on them through Congress. And the last war that was done to us as a people was the war on drugs that was funded and helped initiated by Congress. So I'm trying to see how you think nowadays it's different and Trump is just this superhero nigga who's going to demolish the system built for stealing our lands.
Well, I'm not saying Trump is a superhero, but I am saying that he has demolished a very large portion of their system because they're not functioning at the high capacity that they were once functioning at. Like, for example, that weak ass campaign that Kamala Harris is pushing. You remember like 10 years ago when the Democrats would campaign, they would have all the celebrities coming out supporting them. They'd be running TV ads and all kind of shit, spending billions. But all we see now is just a certain handful of coons. They're you know paying $20,000, $30,000 here and there to cape for them. So a large portion of their system has been destroyed. I don't know exactly how. I have my theories, but I'm not saying Trump is a superhero. But I'm saying he left the door open for us, and we have an opportunity now to do something spectacular for ourselves that we weren't able to do because of prior administrations.
I do believe that is an illusion that we have an opportunity. Because I mean, you got to think, citizen man, we live in a republic, right? We live in a republic, and in a republic, the people hold on. The people have power until we vote, and then we give our power to elected officials who are supposed to represent our power. You see what I'm saying? That's where we live in. You really think that how is it that in over 400 years, bro, I don't know how many, damn near 50 presidencies, nigga, and none of our best interests are at heart when we vote? And matter of fact, the only thing that happens when we vote, they take more of the land and they fuck us over even more every time. How is this election any different with Trump?
It's different because Trump is not pushing that agenda. Trump is pushing a pro-America agenda. See, where we're at today, right, Troopy, is the traitors in Congress, which is the majority of them and the majority of the government, they want to put us under a one-world government, which abolishes the Constitution and allows for unelected governments in other parts of the world to write the laws that we have to live under here in the United States. All Trump's trying to do is return us, I should say, back to being a constitutional republic where we are actually represented by the people that we vote for. And there's been, throughout the years, people in Congress who actually were representing the people who voted for them. It's just that because the mainstream media is so controlled, you never got to hear about these people. You never knew who they were. Like take Walter Mondale, for example. He was running for president on that Trump shit back in the 80s and had his life threatened and dropped out of the race. You know what I'm saying? They blew Kennedy's head off because he tried that shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Out of all the presidents or anybody in office, I mean, what is that? The Robert Kennedy, ain't that who was just dropped out of the race? Ain't that who it was? Which one of these, as a people, bro, on a real life thing, bro? Which one of them presidents do you think give a fuck about people like me and you?
I don't think any of them do. But what I'm saying though,
well, why should we vote for them? Why is it so important for us to vote for them when they don't give a fuck about us?
Let me answer you, Troopy. Let me answer you. Because if we don't vote for the people whose policies will not hurt us, the people whose policies will actually hurt us are going to get elected because they market their shit much better. They got the help of the mainstream media behind them. And there's 90% of the voters in America are stupid, bro. You know it and I know it. And they fall for the advertising, they fall for the marketing, and this is why all these celebrities are coming out caping for Kamala, because they know there's millions of dummies out there that are going to vote for this woman, and we're gonna have another 4 years of what we just lived through from 2020 to now. So what I'm advocating for is if we come together collectively and cast our votes at least for Trump and for conservatives that Trump's endorsing, we'll have a better chance at actually being able to retain some of that money that we're working so hard for, actually make some progress in life, have a better, more functional school system that ain't teaching the kids perversion and sexuality.
Bro, ain't nobody can hear that shit, bro.
Right quick. Hey,
Ain't nobody can hear that shit, bro.
So it's like, so it's not like.
Hold on,
Let me just say this now, and I'll yield the floor. So it's not like we're voting for anybody to do something for us. It's more of a case in this case where we're voting for somebody, let me rephrase that. It's not like we're voting for somebody who is going to help us. We're simply voting for somebody who's not going to hurt us. You feel me? It's like political power is a gun. Do you want that?
I understand. I understand that. And listen, and I said it this way a minute ago. I said if all of this is real, then to the worst that can happen to you under Trump is that honestly, Trump ain't gonna do shit for y'all. He gonna help all his buddies out, and he just gonna leave you alone. He gonna get in office and help himself out, but he ain't gonna necessarily hurt you. Now, what I said about Kamala was that if she get in there, it's gonna be more abortion. Your guns gonna get taken away and stuff like that. So now, like he said, one gonna hurt me, one just not gonna help me.
Yo, can I jump in on this really quick? Hold on. No, I'm gonna give it right to you. I got one.
I'm gonna go with the one that ain't gonna help me versus the one that's gonna hurt me. Yeah, I see what he's saying.
Now, what voting do is give you a front line of somebody that's throwing rocks, right? You got your pawns, right? That's what the sheep will do. Y'all go vote. Make sure y'all got some type of voice, putting some type of foot forward. Whether if it work or not, you trying to fight back. Now, cool. When they break down all the voters, then they get to us. They're speaking like, all right, cool. What did all the sheeple vote for? We saying we ain't voting for that no more. Now, when we say we ain't voting for that no more, it messes with their pockets. It's all about the money. Follow the money and you can follow whatever party about to run the world. So cool. If we voting for stuff that's not benefiting us, everybody voting for something that's not benefiting them. They're not benefiting the people of no race. White people, black people. No, bro, the government is the iron fist. You know how you put your knee on your girl's neck? That's what the government do to the people. And then they act like you got a choice of which knee is on my neck. I can't breathe regardless. So cool. At least my vote is saying I can't breathe. Even though you ain't gonna take your foot off, I'm at least telling the people I can't breathe. But y'all got it.
Also,
let me just say, oh, okay,
yeah,
go.
for sure. Go ahead, come.
Yeah, I just want to say a couple things because I feel like Trump really do hurt us because in 2020 he was pushing the medical mafia tough. He did the Operation Warp Speed and it funneled a bunch of money to the medical mafia. He's done a lot more than that, but that's just a couple little things. Like he does really hurt us though. Like, and I get like voting for the one that like, you know, you always like lesser of two evils sort of thing. But why aren't we just talking, strategizing, organizing our own communities, and not listening to what they're saying and falling in for the division and the politics of it? Like,
And Chronic, you're not wrong at all, and that's why I asked the question earlier, as if which one really cares about the people, because Trump is single-handedly responsible for the most hyperinflation, bro. Trump caused more inflation in 2 to 4 years than the last 20,
That's not
40
true,
years.
man.
he printed
With
so
the
much
stimulus
money.
checks, bro. You know how much money they printed with them stimulus checks,
That's
bro?
not
Yeah,
true,
he printed
bro.
the most money out of every
Biden,
president.
Biden caused the most inflation because they've been printing more money to fund the migrants, bro.
Literally.
Hey, but citizen man. Hey, but citizen man.
These
Crazy.
motherfucking migrants are getting $13,000
That's
food
crazy,
stamp funds
bro.
and $5,000 cash.
Listen, 1,400 for every American versus a couple bands for a couple migrants, bro. Bro, he gave them 14. But everybody got a check for 1,400.
Americans got 1,400 one time. You know what the migrants are getting, bro? The migrants are getting 10,000 plus.
Hey, citizen man.
Yes, sir.
So do you remember when Trump brought out the owners of Johnson and Johnson on the stage?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah, so like, how can you look? That's how you know he's bought and paid for, though.
Well,
like,
let me explain Operation Warp Speed to y'all, because a lot of people, even on my side of things, don't really understand what Trump was doing, and I don't agree with the.
I know all about it. But
I don't agree with the funneling of the money, but here's the legal side of things, right? After the vaccine, I'm sorry, after the JAB came out, the push was to mandate it. They even had the FDA lie and say they approved it when they didn't approve it. They only approved the emergency use authorization. That kept it in an experimental phase. In order for a JAB to go from being experimental to actually marketable, where they can mandate it, it has to go through at least 3 to 7 years of live trials before it can be mandated. But what Operation Warp Speed did was it funneled the money to them, but the incentive was to push it out within 12 months. This is how they went from January to December, and they cranked out 30 billion doses of it. Now, because of Operation Warp Speed, because they were forced to put it out so quickly, the 3 to 7 year window had not passed. So there was no way for them to get it out of the experimental phase and into the marketable phase. And that's why the Supreme Court was able to strike down the employer mandate after they had been pushing it so hard. So in a sense, Operation Warp Speed actually prevented them from being able to mandate it by keeping it in the experimental stage.
Nah,
So
but I mean, that's not what it did, though.
Not
What it
really,
did
bro.
was
Everybody got
it,
the jab. What you talking about?
what it did, realistically, you can't really say that that's what it did, because the only thing we could say what it did is it got rushed out to the people. Like, we don't know. We're not at that 3 to 7 year mark, and they're pushing it like regular flu shot sort of thing now.
But the
So
point that y'all just made, the point y'all both just made, is they don't need no consent by no vote to do what they want to do. It don't matter if Biden was in, Obama, Trump, Bush, They gonna do what they want to do. Them little corny people we looking at, Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, them is peons. Bro, you would never see the hand that's rocking us to sleep. But y'all go ahead.
That's
And
what I'm saying, Sir
you
Drop.
bringing me back to my original point is that we need to be organizing with each other, bro. Like not putting our faith in anybody on the television to change our reality in the right now. Like we need to be working together. Like instead of we need to go vote for Trump. Like nah, we need to vote for ourselves and put the work in, organize, get a community. You know what I mean? Like.
And Citizen Man, not to pick on you, but you kind of can't even agree with that statement because you think Trump gonna come save the day. And I'm saying, hold on.
That's not even a correct premise because
what's the correct premise?
Because you're fabricating what my position is. But if you allow me to explain a little, and I gotta go.
Please,
bro, we heard you explain, bro. If you picking a side, bro,
here's the thing. Trump's policies will actually afford us the opportunity.
Bro, shut up with that shit, bro. Shut your stupid ass up.
Wait.
Hear that shit, bro.
Who the hell
so
is
get
that?
the fuck off the panel.
Hold on, who is that? Who is
you don't
that?
have to agree, bro. But if you want to talk shit, you go.
Nah, bro, you trolling, bro. You trolling.
Hold up, whoa. I was listening to two brothers go back and forth in a fire debate. I don't know what's happening right now though. Where did
somebody else chimed in. I don't know who that was, but
his period came down. That's what happened. He got in his feelings.
Yeah. So what happened was Stretch ended up jumping in, cutting off Citizen Man, saying he don't want to hear that bitch ass.
Oh
shit.
Yeah. No, let's let them brothers.
Want to hear you can change the channel, bro.
I think these brothers these brothers having a respectful exchange, man, and we don't need an outside brother escalating it when they're getting along doing a good job. So yeah, go ahead, guys.
Yeah, and we don't even agree. But here's the thing. Under Joe Biden's policies, life has become a bit of a struggle for most Americans. So instead of us being able to spend our time and have the resources to organize and build something for ourselves within our own separate groups in our own communities, everybody's busy trying to survive. But with Trump's economic policies, that would actually afford us the opportunity to take that time off work so we can have those meetings, so we can organize, so we can vote for ourselves, so we can establish ourselves. But if everybody is in survival mode, we'll never be able to organize. And this is part of the reason why the agenda from these elites is to keep everybody economically deprived.
Well, this the problem though, because we're sitting. Hold on. Let me ask you this, man. Something, you got it, bro. Let me ask. My bad. I got a Bogart.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Hey, Citizen Man, let me ask you this. If Donald Trump win or Kamala Harris win, or if I win, is it going to change what they about to do for the next 8 years? Because I'm hearing policies, they all say what they going to do, but they never do it. So now, cool, we voting for a policy, but it's a smoke and mirror. Because at the end of the day, they know what they gonna listen right quick, young man. What I feel is the next 10 years they got mapped out on what they gonna do, no matter who we vote for. Is my problem. But go ahead.
Well, that depends on the they. That depends on the they that you're talking about. Because isn't just one entity. There's separate entities that are vying for the same position of power with their own agendas. And I just happen to think that Trump's agenda is more favorable to my survival.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
You don't have to agree.
Let me say something real quick. But we are in a point in time in America, Citizen Man, where shit is about to hit the fan. You know what I mean? It literally does not matter who we vote for. Bro, the dollar is we are going through de-dollarization, nigga. Inflation is going to happen, and we're going digital. No matter who the president is, I don't understand how you feel like Donald Trump or any other body who could come in after him could be like, no, I'm going to stop all of this, and we're going to make it better for the people so that you can vote for yourselves. Because why would they make it so that we can vote for ourselves to be put in power? They will never do that. I don't understand how you could even say something like that.
Well, you don't, like I said, you don't have to agree, but if you believe, like I tend to agree with you, that shit is about to hit the fan, who you want in office? A president that's going to try to ban guns, or a president that's going to let you have your guns?
Niggas,
Nah, but Citizen
but
Man,
both presidents are the
That's at
ones.
the
Listen
most
to me.
simplistic
Hear
We
me
don't
level.
out.
want a
Let me answer
president.
that
We don't
question.
want a
Please let me
president
answer
Hold on,
that
that
one at a
hit the
time,
question.
one at a
fan.
time, y'all. One at a
Please let
time.
me answer that question. Please let me. You said which one would I rather take? What was the questioning? What it said? Would I rather have what?
If shit's about to hit the fan, which I
Right.
tend to agree with you about,
Right.
would you rather have Kamala Harris in there that's going to ban guns and have the police busy kicking in innocent people's doors to take their guns away, or would you rather have a president that doesn't care if you have your Second Amendment or not?
Now, see, I would rather have the president that wouldn't let shit hit the fan. And that's my point, is that no matter
But
who's
but
in
but
power,
but you started
it
out.
is
Hold on, hold on,
hitting
hold
the
on, hold on. But
fan.
you
You see
started
what I'm
out. But
saying?
but your whole premise was. But your
Oh
whole
God, don't
premise
start.
was shit's gonna hit the fan no matter what.
Bond.
So
Now
I'm
we
going
take it
off
from
of
there.
your premise. So if shit's gonna hit the fan no matter what, that means we're not gonna be able to have a president that's gonna stop it.
So now
So
what?
so now
So
our
so
choices
let's
are we gonna have
organize.
a president that's gonna make it more difficult for us to survive the SHTF, or a little bit easier for us to survive by allowing us to have our
Answer
Second
the
Amendment?
question now.
Nah, this the thing.
now,
Nah, but this the thing
hold on.
about that. We keep waiting that like, oh, if Trump's in, you're saying if Trump's in, he'll give us the time to where we can organize. But I'm saying,
I
nah,
can't even organize a
that's a
thought.
distraction. Hold on, that's a distraction to keep us waiting while we could be organizing and stopping that
We've been
right now.
organizing.
I get that you're saying everybody's trapped with the 9 to 5s and all that, but we could literally stop that and start
Please.
organizing.
Could I
But
interject,
now we
please? Could I?
listening to Umar and DL and Steve Harvey. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all not ready organized because y'all should have been ready in 2021, 22,
Thank
23.
you.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
what we
I
talk
am
about right now is
organized.
slow
That's why
motion.
I'm coming here preaching that.
That's
I,
why the
I,
white
I,
people
it's
been
a,
building bunkers since 2013.
They've
yes,
been doing
No,
it
when we
but
long
talk
they
about
know
before
what's
that.
organized,
happening.
we ain't talk
But
about the
see, that's what
words.
I'm
We talk
saying.
about
If
the
they've been building
system.
bunkers since 2013, then they know no matter who's in, no matter who's in office, there is not one policy that's gonna save us, citizen
There
man,
you go.
because they've been building bunkers since 2013. So what the fuck Trump
The ones who
policies
got the
gonna do to
memo.
help us, citizen
Well,
man?
they haven't. Well, here's the other thing to consider: they haven't needed those bunkers since they built them in
Exactly.
2013.
They haven't
Exactly.
needed them
So
yet, nigga.
No.
right,
But they
It's
right.
building
taking
So
them.
them 1
some,
year.
so
They're not
there
dead
has
and
been
They
some
vested.
still
delay.
can't.
Who's
Because
gonna
Because they
remember,
who's
ain't
gonna
hey,
us
put all that
organizing.
money on a bunker for nothing? You think they just
remember the
Hey,
sit
first
being
one of
built
the
for
first
nothing?
If
long-term
we
plans
don't
we
get
yo,
heard
can I
about
say
was
something real
organized,
Project
quick?
folks, we
2021.
gotta get organized. We
2021
say
came and
today.
went, nothing happened.
We
Yo,
So
say
let
today.
me. Could I
something's
interject?
happened
Yo,
Could I
now.
I just want
interject?
to say one thing real quick. 10 seconds. Yo, all right, yo, citizen man.
Yo.
All right, so look, you know how you taking Trump's side or whatever you saying, boom, boom, like you don't agree with everything, but you would pick him, you know what I'm saying, if it came down to it. Everything that he's telling you that he's gonna do, what the fuck are you gonna do when he gets elected for president and he don't do none of the shit that he said? Then how the
Well,
fuck you gonna look?
the thing is, the last time he got elected, he did what he said he was going to do. So I
Nah,
have
he
no
said not.
reason to
He said
believe
he's
he's
gonna
not going to
drain
do
the.
it.
Nah, he said he's gonna drain the swamp, and look, the swamp's still here. I still see
He
chemtrails in the
drank the
Come
morning.
swamp.
on,
The
man.
swamp is
Donald
being
Trump
drained.
is the swamp, nigga. Talking
Yeah,
about draining the swamp.
exactly.
That nigga
We're
is
still
the
in the
swamp.
process. We are
He's
still
Let,
in
part of
that
the
hey,
process,
can
swamp.
I
bro.
say something? Let me say this real quick. I get what Stretch mean when he says citizen man trolling, because you way smarter than this citizen man.
Facts.
You know way well that the day they need those bunkers, we're not gonna know about it, bro. They're not gonna tell us when they need them, when they're gonna use them. Come on,
Hey,
bro.
look,
You
man.
saying
I
all
feel
of
like
that
you
without
trolling.
slapping
Everybody's got a
citizen man
right
in
to
the
their own
face.
opinion.
This whole
You
Listen,
talking like
I'm
we
about to
slow
jump
motion
off.
and everything still. Why we slow
Hey,
motion and
listen,
everything
guys.
still?
Listen, guys. Hold
Hey,
up a second.
hey,
Citizen
I'm about.
man about to jump off, right? Salutes to you, citizen man. I'm about to hop over here on Sister Betty channel because she told me earlier she was having a show and she wanted me on. I thought she said her show was at 6:30, but it's 6:30 my time is just happening. But I see that they've been live for 3 hours. I forgot she was ahead of me on the time. So
Goddamn.
yeah, man.
So let me just say this
Yeah.
to the brothers on the panel real quick. I appreciate you guys' opinions, and you know what? I hope y'all are right. I hope y'all are right.
It was just, I was just seeing your pick in your brain, man. It's a good debate. I've been wanting to have
Only
a
time will
debate.
tell, brothers. Only time will tell. Because in 2018, I debated Bro Sanchez about the border, and he didn't think keeping it open was a bad idea. Now we know. You know what I'm saying? Here we are 6 years
I
later.
definitely changed my mind on that border shit. You know,
Yeah, so like I said, time will tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I
But
actually visited a Trump
love
orphanage
lost.
out
You
here
know,
in
love
Philly.
lost. I still got respect for you brothers, and you know what I'm saying? I'll chop it up with y'all on the next one.
Hey, that damn mayor up in Chicago, the black guy changed his mind about the border shit too when they opened up them borders and then they ended up, you know, trying to ship the people out now and shit. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
getting paid on the money.
But listen, I'ma head
man,
on over there, man, because Sister Betty gonna think that I'm trying to stand her up and shit. But hey, y'all can come over there too. She got the link out for everybody. I think they talking about like races and like Neanderthal, you know, that kind of talk. But yeah, she got a couple of folks over there. It seemed like an open thing. So y'all, if you know, y'all might can hop on over there. But I'm gonna head over there real quick. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back, man. But yeah, we could have kept these going. I thought that, you know, I had a little more time to play with. Apparently, yeah, she like on that East Coast time.
Hey, let me say this one thing, man. It's like 12 seconds. Shout out to Donald Trump. The reason you should vote for Donald Trump, because he's gonna tell you the script. If you go Democrat, they're gonna hide the script. That's the only difference. But yeah, y'all be easy.
I want to say salutes to Doe Eyes TV. Sister Doe Eyes TV, what's good? Make sure y'all go sub up to that sister's channel. She have great content and good interviews and all of that good stuff. I got a lot of content with her as well, and there's more to come. So yeah, salutes to everybody. We're going to head on up out of here. I'll see y'all if y'all going to hop over to Sister Betty's side. Salutes, we out.
Bro. Appreciate it.
Show.